Red Bull has just pulled the curtain back on its 2026 RB22, and what looks like confidence on the surface may actually be the biggest gamble in modern Formula One history. At first glance, Red Bull's 2026 RB22 looks confident. The team has ditched the matte finish that became synonymous with their championship years and replaced it with a deep, glossy blue that instantly catches the eye. It's loud, it's aggressive, and it's deliberate. This isn't just a design change, it's psychological warfare, a visual reset meant to signal that Red Bull is entering a new era on its own terms. The heritage white accents on the nose and engine cover echo their early years in Formula One, while the Ford badge quietly sits where the engine's heart now lives. Because beneath the glossy renderings, bold design choices, and calm press statements, Red Bull Racing is heading straight into the most dangerous reset the sport has seen in decades. This isn't just another regulation change, this is a full system reboot. New engines, new cars, new leadership dynamics, and for the first time in the modern era, Red Bull is betting its dominance on something it has never fully controlled before, itself. Before we break this down, make sure you're subscribed to F1 Unpacked, because the decisions being made right now will decide who rules Formula One for the next decade and who quietly collapses when the lights go out in 2026. At first glance, the RB22 looks fearless. Red Bull has abandoned the matte finish that defined its championship years and replaced it with a deep, glossy blue that immediately demands attention. This isn't just aesthetic, it's symbolic, a visual reset that signals Red Bull is stepping into a new era on its own terms. The white heritage accents on the nose and engine cover echo the team's early years, while the Ford badge now sits where the heart of the car lives, subtle but impossible to ignore. But Formula One has never been one with paint, it's one with power. Under that polished shell is the most ambitious project Red Bull has ever attempted, a fully in-house power unit developed alongside Ford. For years, Red Bull perfected the art of building the best chassis on the grid while relying on external engine partners. That safety net is gone. In 2026, Red Bull isn't just a racing team anymore. It's an engine manufacturer stepping into a battlefield long dominated by Mercedes and Ferrari, companies with decades of power unit DNA. And the timing couldn't be more brutal.
The 2026 regulations flip the sport upside down. The power split moves to a 50-50 balance between combustion and electric energy. The MGU-K alone will now deliver over 470 horsepower and nearly 3 times its current output. The MGU-H disappears, removing one of F1's most complex systems, but replacing it with an even harder challenge: battery management. This isn't about pressing an overtake button anymore. This is about surviving a race distance. Energy deployment, thermal control, software intelligence, and battery health will decide championships. One miscalculation can drain power halfway through a lap. One overheating battery can end an entire weekend. And Red Bull is learning all of this in real time, under maximum scrutiny. That's why Ford isn't just a badge on the car, it's a lifeline. Ford's engineers are embedded deep inside Red Bull powertrains, contributing decades of experience in electric systems, battery chemistry, cooling efficiency, and manufacturing scale. Because weight is the silent killer of the 2026 era. The minimum weight drops to 768 kilograms, while battery systems get heavier than ever. Every gram matters. Every compromise costs lap time. This fight won't be decided on Sundays. It will be decided in factories, simulation rooms, and labs long before the first race. Aerodynamically, the RB22 reveals another massive philosophical shift. Red Bull has abandoned its long-standing pull rod front suspension in favor of a push rod layout. That's not a tweak, it's a reset. Pull rod systems defined their recent dominance by cleaning airflow to the rear of the car. Push rod layouts change airflow, mechanical grip behavior, and setup sensitivity entirely. This tells us something critical. Red Bull isn't evolving its old concepts, it's erasing them. And that risk grows even larger when you consider one key absence. Adrian Newey is gone. For the first time in over a decade, Red Bull is developing a car without the guiding hand of the greatest aerodynamic mind in Formula One history. Newey wasn't just a designer, he was the philosophical anchor of Red Bull's dominance. Now the team has moved toward a committee-based technical structure, more collaboration, more voices, less reliance on a single genius. That might be the future of Formula One, or it might dilute the clarity that made Red Bull untouchable. Add the departure of Helmut Marko, the architect of Red Bull's ruthless driver program, and suddenly the foundation looks thinner than it ever has. Yes, strong internal leaders remain. Yes, Ford adds industrial strength, but experience at this level isn't replaceable overnight. Even Max Verstappen knows it. He's already hinted that pre-season testing could be rough. More time in the garage, reliability questions, software headaches, battery issues. He lived this nightmare before. 2014 turned Red Bull from champions into midfield survivors almost instantly. And in 2026, the consequences could be even bigger. Max is contracted until 2028, but Formula One contracts are never absolute. Performance clauses exist. If Red Bull's 2026 project stumbles, the most valuable driver in the sport becomes available. Mercedes knows it, Ferrari knows it, everyone is watching. Red Bull's engine isn't just powering a car, it's anchoring their entire future. That's why this pressure is different from anything they've faced before. Failure doesn't just mean losing races, it means losing identity, leverage, and possibly their superstar. But if they succeed, if Red Bull and Ford solve the battery puzzle, if the pushrod gamble pays off, if the new technical structure holds firm, if Max stays, then Red Bull won't just survive the reset, they'll own the next era. They'll prove their dominance was never borrowed, it was built. And that's why this moment matters.
This isn't about a livery reveal. This isn't about leaked renders. This is about whether Red Bull Racing is strong enough to reinvent itself from the inside out. Formula One has humbled giants before, and 2026 will do it again. So the real question isn't whether Red Bull is brave enough to take the risk, it's whether they're prepared to live with the consequences. Let us know what you think in the comments. Will Red Bull's 2026 gamble redefine Formula One or mark the beginning of their most difficult era yet? And if you want more deep, no-hype breakdowns like this, like the video, subscribe to F1 Unpacked, and click the next video on your screen right now.